What's up, Highland? We're here with Ryan Goodwin. A lot of you would probably know him from Bradford National Bank. He works there, but that is not why we're here, Bradford National Bank. Not to talk about you.
No, even though we're both wearing the gear of Bradford National Bank.
Appreciate the support, Joe. We really do.
But we're not here to just rep
Love
Bradford.
my bank, okay?
Yeah. Talk about how great our bank is and our banker here.
We can. We can go down that
No.
Well, I mean, there's a price to pay for that.
It's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about your new role as a director.
My directorial debut.
Debut is coming up. So,
Before we, and I'm as excited as you are, Jeff. Let's remind our fantastic viewers to follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. I feel like we're getting.
You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple now.
Yep.
No kidding. That's awesome.
Before we started recording today, too, Jeff and I were talking. We are booked out almost until October, but we started getting on the topic of young entrepreneurs. And if you've got a child out there or a young adult that is already in business and has a good story, I think we'd like to invite you on to share your story and see what we can talk about. So it's kind of a different angle, but I thought anytime there's someone young that's starting their own business, it's worthy of sharing their story.
Yeah. So I got one in mind. So
great,
but we'll keep it there.
Okay. So we're booked out in October. Let us know if you want to chat. But yes, we're on the cusp of Fair Week here.
And we're talking about reviews too. And Ryan was talking about a few weeks ago with the build up to, he thought we were going to get this awesome review that we were going to tell you about. We still haven't gotten one.
No, which means we still suck.
So we still suck. So if somebody can boost our confidence.
We clearly still suck. So could we get, even if you want to get on there and just, help us out.
Just a
the
5-star.
The bar is still very high.
You may have not seen one episode. Just say something nice. Larry, I know we still suck.
Yeah. So anyways, Ryan, what are you directing?
Well, before we, again, I know, I always have like something else, but this is probably
there's more.
something you didn't know too. And Ryan doesn't know that I know this, but apparently he was an aspiring country singer.
Years ago. Yeah.
Okay. And so.
Hey, don't say it so softly.
Years ago. Yeah. I don't know about aspiring. I was probably avoiding life for a little bit.
Okay. Well, I caught wind of that and I thought, now you're a director. So the singing gig didn't quite work out. Do you want to give a little something?
I have a voice for banking, apparently.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So Ryan may give you a little yodel if you're in there signing contracts with him or something. So anyway.
I don't think Jeff has a guitar in the gym, but
no.
Do you go by Ryan Goodwin now? Is that your stage name?
That is my stage name.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, my first name's Thomas, so I guess you could say I go by my middle name.
You are going. You do have
first name's Thomas?
Ryan is my stage name. Yeah.
Oh, well, how about that?
Yeah,
I had no idea that your name was Tom.
Are you friends with him on Facebook?
I think so.
Well,
Ryan Goodwin?
No.
Tom?
Thomas Ryan. Yeah.
Anyone that wants to friend Ryan, go look Thomas Ryan up. He's struggling for friendship here.
Well, yeah, because nobody can find the guy.
Yeah.
Well, when you're a celebrity of such.
Well, they couldn't until Joe just told everyone.
Yeah, now
right. And we're going to post his personal phone number and address. All right. Anyway. I think now I've distracted us long enough.
Okay. Ryan, would you like to tell us what you're directing?
And when and all the good stuff.
Yes.
So I'm directing a show actually called County Fair, a country hits musical. It's a Broadway musical. We actually got licensing through the Broadway licensing group out of New York City. So fancy stuff.
New York City.
It's like bass salsa. Yeah. So we actually, my wife is a board member for Hard Road Theater Group, and the Fair Board approached them and said, "Hey, we're out here all week. We've got the Linendale Ballroom, which basically sets idle during Fair Week because all the activities, the rides, the show barns, the racetrack, all the stuff that goes on down there with the demo derbies and whatnot. But the one thing we have this asset that sits here kind of vacant. It'd be nice if we could figure out a show or something to put into that." So they approached Hard Road and said, "Is that something that you think we could probably do?" And I literally Googled, Amy and I were talking about it, and I Googled, what's a Broadway show with country music in it? Hard Road years ago had done a show called Margaritaville, which is basically a bunch of Jimmy Buffett music, and they did that at Old Wicks, and it was pretty well attended. She had the bar open, and it was kind of a more, Hard Road's not like kid shows, but this was kind of more of a nice outing for people to come out and have a drink and see things. So it was kind of neat. So in that same kind of vein, I was like, be nice to find a show with like country music. We could throw it in there. It'd be nice because people could bring in fair food. They could go to the beer stand and bring in beer if they want, which is kind of what we're going to do. And came across this show, which features a lot of country hits that I think a lot of people will know.
Great. So is there a cost, like kind of the big questions, people just show up, and is there they got to get tickets ahead of time? Is there a cost? Like how?
They can buy tickets ahead of time. We have links that we promoted on the Hard Road Theater's website, and then most of the people that are in the cast have been sharing those links, and I can share that with you guys at the end too. But also they can buy tickets at the door. It's just, the fair, you do have to pay for parking if you get close enough to the fair, but like any grandstand show, be that the Combine Derby, the Demo Derby, the Tractor Pull, you do have to pay a ticket price to get in. So ours is $10 is the admission.
So let me get this straight. $10 to sit in air conditioning?
Yes, for 2 hours.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
I can go to the fair and get something in air conditioning and be entertained.
Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might go to I'm going to go to the fair now.
Yeah.
Right.
You can get out of here.
It's a great idea. I mean, because it is an opportunity to use an underserved asset and provides some of that comfort for people maybe wanting to get out of the weather and get that entertainment from a high end producer, director such as
and
yourself.
we've even talked to families that are out there for the week with their kids with livestock. They're like, man, we'd love to have something else. It's just another activity that we can kind of go do.
Yep.
So yeah, I hope we get a lot of people to come see it.
So is it just music? Is there acting in here? And how long's the show? A couple things, just so people know.
Show's just under a couple hours. Does have an intermission, so it'll have 2 acts. So the quick synopsis of the show is 2 sisters inherit an old county fair from their deceased father. The one sister has a bit of a gambling problem.
I like her.
And she owes some bad people some money. So
I don't like her.
The other sister does not know about said gambling problem, but they go with a plan to like, hey, we left there. We live. It's all based in Georgia. We live in Atlanta now. We're going to go down to this fair. We're going to dupe the locals. We're going to sell it out from under them. We're going to take the money and run. However, the one sister ends up falling in love with a local. Hilarity ensues. So yeah, it's a good show.
This sounds just like the Hallmark Christmas.
Well, there's a lot of Hallmark fans out there. I know that.
Yeah.
At least that attend the gym.
So the fair is going to be starting. It's on Tuesday, runs through Sunday. And when is your first show?
Our first show will actually be Thursday night. So be Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, 7:30 start times, and then we'll do a Sunday matinee at 2:00.
Gotcha. How's it been? I guess this is your first stab at directing something. What's the experience been like?
It's been awesome. Have a really good cast and good people that are flexible. The challenge of this show is kind of twofold. We got summer schedules we're trying to navigate. We've got people that are involved in a lot of different activities. The adults with their kids, the kids with their just multitude of summer activities. So trying to fit around those schedules or work through when people can't be there and fill those holes. And then the other thing is the Linendale Ballroom is not readily available. So it's unique in the sense that most people are in the theater they're going to perform in, and they practice for weeks leading up in that space. We've been in there for a week. So we got like 3 or 4 days, 1 week. But like this Saturday, there's a wedding. So we haven't been able to be in there. So Sunday morning at like 8 in the morning, we're going to be in there with drills, putting everything together, assembling the set. And then starting, I think our cast will be there that evening. We'll get the lights, we'll get the sound worked out. We'll be there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, getting ready for opening night on Thursday. But yeah, it's been some unique challenges.
For those who don't know about Hard Road, maybe tell us a little bit about that. But like, just I know some people have done this before. Like the amount of time that goes into making this thing happen is a ton.
Yes.
Like how many hours a week is everybody practicing, and for how long when did you guys start practicing?
We started in, I'm trying to think when our first rehearsal was, in May. So we started back in May. Our practices are Monday through Wednesday, 6 to 9. And when we first started up, it's just a building process like anything else. We start with the music. We have a music director who does a great job, a choreographer who does a great job, all both things I don't know anything about. So, but we kind of slowly build, we work through the music, they learn the dances, and then kind of now that we're in the final push here, we're kind of putting it all together and running the show. So it's a lot of time.
So yeah, so I mean, it's 2 solid months of a lot of hours
Big
throughout the week.
commitment. Yeah.
That's a huge
Big
commitment.
Yeah.
Can anyone get involved with? I appreciate you bringing that up, Jeff. But can anyone get involved with Hard Road? Like, you guys have this performance. There's probably something behind this through Hard Road. Like, how does someone get involved with Hard Road Theater?
So I would encourage people to follow Hard Road on Facebook, and I mean, they always post auditions. Like if they have a new show coming out, they'll say, "Hey, auditions are gonna be this date," and they usually will promote kind of anything that somebody that would be interested would need to know about that, the script, the music, what we would need to audition. I would follow that. The way we became involved with it, Hard Road does a kids show every summer, and all 3 of my kids have been through it. So we've gotten involved through that angle. But yeah, if somebody wanted to get involved, I would encourage them not only to maybe follow the Facebook page, but reach out directly to a board member. So
Because I actually only knew it as a kids thing. I didn't realize that it was adults and kids that are performing, and you had shows like this that are, where you can be drinking, go and have some drinks, and more of an adult kind of night versus just a kids thing.
Yeah, and the Margaritaville was cool, and obviously through kind of the pandemic and all that, a lot of that stuff, it kind of just fell down to where it was just a kid show. But we're trying to bring it back to where a lot of successful community theater groups have they have a season, 3 or 4 shows throughout the year, and that's kind of what we're trying to get to.
No, I'm good at throwing ideas out. I think I'm going to suggest Hard Road do a Muni idea. Do it on the square.
Well, I've always said the square has that
perfect
wonderful stage pavilion where they do the Thursday night concerts.
Yes, I'm gonna promote it. I think just think of going to the Muni and sitting outside and that ambiance of not being in a theater. It's different, and I like going to plays and stuff like that. So
what about you being in the play, Joe?
Well, Jeff, interesting
you
enough,
have some history, don't you? Performance
thank
history.
you, Ryan. Yes, I do. It goes,
or maybe What's Up Highland could be a cameo.
well,
I tried.
He did try.
He did.
See, now that I think about it, I totally forgot about that shit. I totally forgot about that.
But there's still time.
I didn't know about the details and the depth.
another-
And I'm
that's
actually out
okay.
of town that weekend.
Yes. No, I did. I was in theater in junior high, and I emceed our talent show, and
I can see you as an MC.
yeah,
I think that role fits.
I do have to tell you one thing. Like, I remember my drama teacher's like, get out there and tell a funny joke and this and that, and I'm the class clown, so it's all witty at the time. Like, I'm not sitting home writing jokes up. It's like whatever comes to my mind, but I'm like looking up on this book, and it's like, how'd the stick end up on the bridge? And a kid threw it up there. So here we are at intermission, and I'm out there, and that's my joke. And you want to talk about silence? It was yeah. So emceeing's fun, but you better.
You learn to push through in those.
Yeah.
Moments. Yeah.
And I did watch the ESPYs last night. And that the host had some funny jokes. I did not. So I got a learning.
That's why he's on the SBs and you're not.
Yep. So
And you're here talking to me today.
yes.
Yeah.
We're blessed. I mean, you're gonna be on to Broadway, and who knows after.
Yeah.
I mean, Bradford. Sorry, you're gonna lose. One of your
Fake news, John. Fake news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know we're here talking with Ryan about the Hard Road production, but we do just want to remind you the fair does start on Tuesday. I believe they have grandstand entertainment every night during the week, and then Sunday I think things wrap up. But there's rides. Bring your kids out. Help support the Madison County Fair and support Hard Road. Plenty of entertainment, bands and music, good food, plenty to do out at the fair. Starting on the 22nd, I believe, which would be, we'll put this out, and then the next day the fair will be playing. So the fair will be playing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
I
talk.
was following you.
Maybe we'll
sometimes I
get
talk
this
too
out a couple days earlier.
How about tomorrow? But nobody knows what tomorrow is.
Yeah.
So we can say whatever we want.
Right. Sure. The fair is happening right now is basically.
Poor Jeff. He's got to deal with me every week.
Yeah.
Him and my wife. I God love them both.
And I appreciate you offering to take over and putting the video together and doing all that stuff. So that way it can be done for tomorrow.
What a nice, subtle jab to the face. That was great.
Since your job is done once you walk out of here.
I'm on the booking side.
After learning about Sotman's drone skills, I thought maybe he did all the editing.
Yeah.
So,
He does. Me and Ryan do. So he does the fancier stuff.
Gotcha.
Anything that you're like, oh wow, that's cool. He did it.
They've left me in the dark on tech and producing. You know, again, I'm like Costanza. I'm here for the antics sometimes.
Mine's
so.
mostly just to make sure it gets online and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
So
You know, I crack the whip. You know, like, hey, when you putting that up? You know, I don't put any effort in other than pushing them. I'm a
and
slave driver.
and it's good. We need that sometimes.
Well, we all.
I
have
needed
our
it this
roles.
week.
The world needs ditch diggers too.
That's right. Anything else that we missed about Hard Road that you feel like we need to mention, or about the county fair? Which actually, when I first seen this, I thought this was just a general county fair flyer. It's
actually the show.
It's
flyer,
actually
yeah.
the show county fair.
So just wanted to say a big thanks to Big R Farm and Home. They helped sponsor it along with Bradford National Bank. So big thanks to both of them. I would encourage, if anybody's interested in Hard Road, go to hardroad.org is the website, and then kind of search them out on Facebook. The one last thing I wanted to make sure that I said was, as part of the show, we're going to encourage people to buy, Optimus Pizza, go get a brat from the Lion stand, get your lemon shake up, get you a beer from the beer stand, and come in and watch the show. So it's going to be, people are allowed to bring things into the venue, which will be, I think, just so
Okay.
we want to make sure that people know we're part of the fair. So you get all the things at the fair, and you can bring it in and enjoy the show. There'll be an intermission. You can go get more. So
Very cool.
yeah.
And if you like what Ryan's face looks like and his voice and everything, great news, because Ryan's going to be coming back on behalf of Bradford with. Is that correct? Are you going to be joining us
with Mr. Innan, right?
with the the head honcho there at Bradford National Bank? Ryan, you're going to be joining us again on behalf of Bradford National Bank.
My gosh, Bradford National Bank is all over the
It
place.
rolls off the tongue so easy, doesn't it?
I fear people are going to be like, oh, wow, he's going to be on again. I'm gonna skip that episode.
I mean, your guys' bank is probably just going to be overflowing with people.
So yeah, I mean, and you drive by it right by Taco Bell and you see Bradford National Bank right there.
Can't not see it.
Bradford National Bank.
Well, thanks a lot, Ryan.
Yes.
Thank you
everything
guys
was
so
great.
much for this.